So we have here the products of the classification. We have the NDFI index, that's the mixture model of the Landsat image. And we have here in green what's considered forest, and in black what's considered non-forest. So we have classification parameters that we can change these parameters. Parameters that was used the year 2010, initial date it's June, it's May 1st until September 30. And here we have a transparency that's possible to compare what's considered forest. So we can adjust the parameters here to specify what's forest in each region of Brazil or each biome. And here we have some codes that's shade with green vegetation, just vegetation, and NDFI index. And when we change these parameters, the system shows what's considered forest or not. So we can adapt the forest classification for each region of the biome. We have this classification saved already for each year in Brazil. So we can see Amazon 2008. When we are zooming out. So that's the map of forest in Amazon 2008. And the system is adaptable. So we have all the data for each of Brazil biomes. Now we have here Caatinga, that's the forest in Caatinga. Cerrado, that's the forest and no forest in Cerrado. Pantanal, we have in blue the water, so Pantanal it's a region with a lot of water in Brazil. And Mata Atlântica, that's the Atlantic forest in Brazil. So we have also the main objective is to make a land use cover map of each year, so we can estimate the carbon based on land use. We have also the plantations and the pasture. So we have the agriculture of each year in the whole country of Brazil. All this is processed using Google Earth technology. So we just establish the parameters, and then Google Earth makes the processing of entire country. What would take like weeks or months, it could do in some minutes. So we can try new legend, new classification parameters, and have a process. So this is done in this year to Brazil, and it can be done in other countries to have a land cover map from 1985 to actual days. So we have 30 years land use cover, so we can estimate carbon emission for each year. That's the public site again. So in this site, that's a public that was launched last week, mapbiomas.org map. So we can choose any state or any biome of Brazil, and we can see the transitions. Which areas in forest became pasture or became agriculture. And we have here a transition matrix. That's the data that's used to analyze carbon emissions. So we know how much of forest was converted to pasture, to agriculture for each of the region of Brazil. And here the system that we have in Brazil that makes the emission, and here we have how much of the emission is caused by change of land cover, how much we have planting, agriculture of emission, and we have this analysis each year by year.
Sorry, can I ask what's the green?
Yeah. The green is the change of land use. And forest. Like we are measured how much forest we lost each year in Brazil. We have it for each state of Brazil. The mapping project will let us to validate each year the last 30 years of each state. This project was launched this year using Google technology and will be available. We'll expand this mapping project to another countries.